Let me show you how to make the absolute best spinach balls. They only require 8 ingredients and they're literally perfect for any occasion. So let's do it. So it starts off with melting some butter. We want to go ahead and melt the butter so it can cool, and we want to go ahead and cook our spinach. So get the frozen chopped spinach. You're going to prepare it according to the package instructions and then let that spinach cool. While the butter and spinach is cooling, you're going to go ahead and dice up half of a yellow onion. So we want to make sure we finely dice the onion. So after I diced it, I went back through with my knife just to make sure to get those pieces a little bit smaller. Then we're going to go ahead and crack some eggs. I took these eggs out of the refrigerator about 15 minutes before because I didn't want them to be super cold. And we're just going to beat those eggs up. Now back to the spinach. So we're going to strain and squeeze out as much liquid as we can from the spinach. I like doing this with like a cheesecloth or maybe a milk bag, something like that. Or you can just do it with your hands, but just to keep it from getting too messy, you can get a cheesecloth. And then you're just going to squeeze out all that liquid, you guys. And you're going to do that for both of the bags. So you're going to use 2 frozen chopped spinach bags, prepared according to the package instructions, and squeeze out. You want to squeeze out as much liquid as you can. That's very important to make sure the spinach balls hold up together. Then add that spinach to a bowl. Then let's just add the rest of our ingredients. So old school stovetop cornbread dressing goes in there, or stuffing, not dressing, excuse me. The melted butter, those diced onions, and then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. Add in some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder. Stir that around a little bit. Then go ahead and add in those beaten eggs. And then we're just going to mix until it's combined. So the spinach may still be clumped together a little bit. So kind of break it up with your spoon and just keep mixing until it's fully combined. It'll start to come together the more you mix it. And then eventually it'll look a little something like this. Now it's just time to make our spinach balls. This is the fun part. So if you want to grab your kids or your grandkids to help you, you can. I like using a cookie scoop because it helps me make sure all of the spinach balls are the same size, but you can just use a large spoon. You're going to scoop up some of the mixture, roll it around in your hands to form a spinach ball. And then you're going to place it on a parchment lined baking sheet, or you can use non-stick aluminum foil. And then once all of them are on there, you'll get about 24 to 26 spinach balls out of this mixture. You're going to bake it in the oven, 375 for 17 to 20 minutes. They'll come out a little bit golden brown on top and the bottom. And y'all, these are so good. I've been making them for years, like since college, okay? But the recipe, the full recipe is on my site, so make sure you check it out. I hope you love it. Perfect for any holiday, especially St. Patty's Day that's coming up, but it's also great for Christmas. Literally, I make it all year long. So hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.